primitive archaeology.
This right here. This looks like a desert.
Look like a desert. Wow, it's hot. Look.
In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching
Especially
rays
the
of the
camels. I
northern
feel bad for the
sun.
camels. Is his body shaved? He's red. Look at them
The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients have penetrated the hard surface of this earth. Even the Canadian buffalo helped create the rich soil that one day become home to the American prairie.
The house over there.
We get somebody house.
What are them, chickens?
These are chicken.
Yeah. That's what we got.
Of all the forces at work in the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural
Some of the answers are being discovered just
Oh, I
ahead.
thought it was over. It go all
To
the way
help us
outside.
maintain these carefully control ecosystem. And for your safety, please remain seated as your pets are held onto the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, banana, cacao,
They got dragon tail, tea, ginger, rice, peanut butter
where
trees.
scientists from Epcot
Wait, are these like real
U.S.
plants?
Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce food abundance now and into the future.
Jackfruit? What is jackfruit?
The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, banana, cacao,
Jackfruit right there.
and rice, are
That's the jackfruit. You see it?
around the world.
That big thing right there.
These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions.
So it sounds, you know,
Like the water, dry and like swampy areas take water away. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking.
Miracle fruit. What's this?
One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the road. More than 21 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world.
hurt. Huh? Won't hurt no more? It's gonna be a scar forever.
Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can even go without efforts to produce powerful products and still
Cats is big. Oh, that's just a cat.
raised by fish farming. The sustainable system uses here recycles the water in the tank. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants.
I'm thinking, I'll go and see.
Innovation
That's
like
bad.
this
Now that's big. Oh, there's a cat picture.
Alright.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world,
Look at Mickey head.
only familiar with a handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. Like David applies, here's a reducing our reliance
Hot pepper.
How
Yeah.
hot?
we're growing
I should eat that.
in our district field system. This can create precisely controlled
That's right. I should have eat.
We can produce over 27,000 tons of medicine here in this one small area.
Look at the pumpkins
Why
in the
are you
back.
so big?
Big
Dang.
pumpkins in the back. Look at those lemons though, they're pretty big.
Yeah. Eggplant tree. Oh, they got an
Plants
eggplant
are
tree?
certainly on their way up. Innovative growing
Sugar
techniques
cane.
like
You didn't know that?
rice fields, while more
Eggplant
efficient
tree.
resources like water,
Mhm.
fertilizer, and
It's right there.
pesticides.
Right
Another
there.
innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we're significantly reducing our reliance on
I never knew you could eat
pesticides.
flowers. Well, edible sunflowers.
In our district field system,
Cucumber.
this
Those not
technique
sunflowers either.
precisely
I
controls
don't know
the
what they
consumption
but they edible is there. But you know you could eat
With it,
sunflowers.
we can produce over 27,000 tons of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yield.
Ooh, it's hot in here.
Peppers.
These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses and restaurants here at the land every year.
Long handled paper. Paper. Wood. Holy paper. Did I say paper? Oh.
Some of our best ideas
Microwave.
have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and
What about
vegetable trees.
microwave?
By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control
Green
diseases.
and nowhere.
These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve
Oh,
more than
cucumber,
15
not
tons of
cucumber.
produce from our greenhouses and restaurants here at the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way
They're
use
nice.
a fraction of the
Oh.
space required by traditional
Some
growing.
more edible
That
flowers.
saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left
Flowers
provides hydroponics. With aquaculture, the fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water
I
clean
feel
for
that
the
wind.
fish.
Yeah.
It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing
Is that a
system.
pumpkin?
Plants grown
This
in
right
this
here?
way
No,
use a
that's-
fraction of
that's
the
like some
space
type of
required
squash
by
or something.
traditional growing.
Oh yeah.
That saves water
Yeah.
and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative
I didn't know
projects.
they had all
The
this.
goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and
These
better
greenhouses
quality plants.
represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to
Behind
produce
the
crop
scenes,
harvests
nothing.
for our growing population.
Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together,